Hi everyone. I don't remember where we've left off with things. It's been a while. I think the last thing I was doing was making a notebook, which you'll see. So I thought I'd do a little recap of what I've done, so it's not really a work with me. So here's the book. Look, she's like fat, and I hardly have anything in it. It's just more like, I think it has to do with this paper when I glued it in. So let's make sure, I'm pretty sure I'm on screen. Okay, so I went to my sewing. I found some. I had bought a bag of scraps that were all kind of greenish and browns, and so I kept them all together in the package. I got them in for like $2 or something. So I went through it and grabbed this, and I made a little pouch. So let me, of course I don't have anything handy. Sorry, let me just grab. No, that's not good. Sorry. Okay, here we go. So it's just a little pouch, which I'll make a special little tag or something. Okay, and that's just to hide the crease. Because I think that's why my book is having a hard time staying open. Anyway, so I just left that glued. Remember when I did that? And then this was that flip that isn't quite working out how I thought it would. And there's that little printout I had done. And that was all decorated up. Okay, I think, sorry if I wasn't in screen. And right, the tag that pulls out with the little window. I do love it, but I'll have to put a clip on there. So, okay, we're back. Okay, so just some paper, a little bit of decoration. My little dangle, because of that, I love that charm. I love that charm. And there's that tag that I made. A bit busy, but I made that tag to go into here. Okay. I remember when I took this piece of paper and I folded it up, I folded it down an extra ½ inch, cut it at an angle, and then glued it so that it's a stronger edging. Some blanks for now, and there's that hidden paper clip, which I thought was cute, and when you go a bit further with the fabric, it sticks out. I'll show you when we're done, but I mean you can kind of see it anyway. Okay, so there's some more pages. There's the center. I might put beads, I might put some flat pictures of something, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Everything's still a work in progress. Okay, so here's the notebook I made in the last one. So I decorated it with paper, and then I covered that up because of course when I sewed it, it didn't get quite down the middle as usual. But look what I did. I added that at the top, that specialty paper I had, and put that at the bottom. And then there's all the paper. And if you see how you can see the perforation there, it's hard to see at first, but it's there. So it does come down a bit, but it's one of those live and learn, right? And I don't have a clip to keep it closed, but I put it in here as a temporary measure, and I think I'm gonna leave it there because, like, I think it worked out great. Okay, so there's some more empty pages, and now I'm in the second signature, and I thought I gotta do some stuff for the second signature. So here's some, I know, empty pages. There's that flip. So this picket fence is from, and see how it even shifted on me, and look how cute it still looks. I purposely did the boards a little bit wonky because that's how, you know, some old picket fences are falling apart, right? I didn't mean for that to shift, but it still looks okay. Anyway, this was from G. Kerr. She gives out freebies on Fridays, and this is from a few weeks ago. So I printed it out, and I don't usually print much stuff because, you know, ink is so expensive. So I printed it out, glued that page onto a coffee dyed, so on the back, just to thicken it. So anyway, I glued this down, but I glued these pickets to the long boards, and then to glue it in here, I only glued the two ends and then the bottoms. So it's a tag. This I found in my stash, this bird, and I thought I'd put it on the fence. And that's just to I'll probably glue some paper on the line paper on the back of that. But for now, hang on, it really does work there. See, isn't that adorable? I love it. And I have it. She gives you on the page. There's 3 sizes. This is the middle size. So there's some more blanks. Here's a pocket that I did this morning. This was the boo-boo from when I was doing the flip. So I ended up putting a piece, it's hard to see, but a piece of fabric ribbon there, and then another piece of ribbon on top, which actually can go all the way through. Oh no, maybe not. You can tuck something under the ribbon, and there's a tag spot there, but nothing underneath, behind or anything. I just glued it completely flat down. And yeah, so just to give it some interest on that page, did that this morning. This I just stuck in here. This I had printed out and backed. It's an envelope. There's nothing in it right now, but it was a digital printout. I snuck a print job. I printed a few things at work months ago, last year sometime. Here's the other hidden paper clip. Right? And some more paper. And yeah, I don't think I went over that completely. So these 2 pouches I sewed on the machine. So I have this stitch that looks like leaves. So I just kind of folded it over around all 4 sides and sewed it down. And yeah, it's just the one piece of fabric. And I thought, oh, what a great little pocket. So I go over here, I start to do it, and a piece, not the needle, which I thought was what broke, but a piece of the foot, a little plastic piece broke off into one piece, thank God, not into a bunch of pieces. Came flying at me. So I took my E6000 and I glued it. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, see how there's like, hang on a second. This is why everyone should have a stiletto. This like chunked off in one piece. So I took some E6000. I don't know if I took enough, but I glued it on there. And if you can have a good look at that. Anyway, I glued it on there, and hopefully it'll work. If not, I'll just try and buy another one of those feet, because you need that foot for a lot of specialty stitches. So then I had to go and find another specialty stitch that didn't take all this, and oh, I just realized I should have put this on the bottom row, because look how wonky my edging is. Anyway, and that was when it started to get all cluttered, but it doesn't matter because something will go in there and then it won't matter anymore. And I glued this down to try and hide the any of the ripping or the seam. I think it's the seam on this side, and over here it's not just the seam. You can kind of see it was the paper ripping, but that's why it's chunky. Oh, hang on, my charm, there we go. Yeah, like it. So you can see the little guys up at the top. Even that, I was going to trim them, but I think I'll leave them, the ribbon edging. So I don't really have, like, I don't think of this as being very full, but I guess I shouldn't have put in as many pages as I did. Now let me just show you a few other things I wanted to add. Oops, I dropped something. Okay, I made these. I've made these before. You can do them in any size. All you do is you take square. These just happen to be 6x6 or a touch under 6x6, and you make a square and you fold it diagonally, and then I should have actually prepared to do one for you. All right, I bet you this is a square. So fold it diagonally. There's been a few videos on it. There was a resurgence in this, and then you bring down the point to the bottom. Okay, so you fold that, and then you fold this so it matches up. Sorry, so matches there. And then this side, same thing. Over here, some dirt. And then you can glue this down here. over it, and you have a pouch. It's very simple, and you can make them any size you want as long as this piece of paper originally is a square. So you could even go like that if you wanted to. Like, I swear I thought I originally tucked these in when I made these. Like, I think I made a bunch of these like 2 years ago. Anyway, so that's how you make one. So I made this little guy. And that's the problem with the one-sided paper, which is what most of mine is. You know, so this is an example of doing it with the other side. The pattern side on the inside, or the white on the inside of the pocket. Either way, they both look good, so I figure I'll probably just put these in the signature. I'll put these in the signature. And the other thing is, I went through, when I was going through my stash and looking at my little pockets, these ones that I've made before, I found a bunch of these that I made from parchment paper. But the problem I was having was the seam. This seam seemed to stay. I'm not sure why, but this seam was opening up. So, like, it was basically not sticking, not staying glued. And this was from 2 years ago, or yeah, 2 years ago. So I was trying to figure out what glue people said they used. So I thought, well, now that I have, because I got this last fall, now that I have art glitter glue, I use that, and see how that still kind of opens? I think generally it seems to be working, but this guy might not be happy with being a pocket. So I don't know. Oops, some of the glue came out there. Anyway, you get the idea. As long as it's not glue on the inside, I'm alright with that. So yeah, anyway, I fixed most of them. And I'll probably, oh, so there's one, you can see it's coming loose. Darn it. Seriously, what is, I tried Fabri-Tac, and I think, and tacky glue, and those don't seem to work. Anyway, I'll probably, if I glue them into the book, I'll definitely be gluing this down onto the back. So it'll go in like that, or like that. And this one, I still might use my pinking shears and trim it. And this one, I use my pinking shears. See? Anyway, if any of you have a hint about the gluing of the parchment paper, or why it just doesn't seem to like me, that would be nice. And I dug out my little mini envelope punch board. Isn't it adorable? Oh my god. I was never planning to buy one, but during one of our US shopping trips, I saw it at, it most likely was Tuesday morning, but it might even have been another store, and I just thought, it was $10 American, and I thought, I gotta get it. So, and I use the app that We Are Memory Keepers. They don't offer the app anymore, but it's on my old phone, and I kept my old phone, and that app didn't transfer over, and when I went to load a new one onto my new phone, and when I went to load it onto my new phone, like look for it, I couldn't find it. There is one out there that looks similar, but you have to pay, and it's a matter of principle. It doesn't look as nice, because you know how they can show you screenshots? The app doesn't look as nice, and why am I paying when I have a nice one for free and it works great? And, it's a whole thing. Anyway. So, sorry, I just digressed there randomly complaining about something again. That's all I ever do. Okay, so I'm going to make a couple little mini ones. I was thinking 1 by 1.5. Isn't that adorable? It's so cute. Okay, so that's what I've done so far. I apologize I didn't do any work on screen, but maybe tomorrow I'll make some envelopes and do some gluing and decorating. Like I said, I need to make like some tags or journaling cards for the pockets, right? Anyway, so that's my book so far, and she's becoming a little chunky monkey like my kitty cats. Anyway, and I still have to figure out, like I said, I wanted to put lace. Maybe I'll just do a strip of that same lace along here, maybe over here, because who says it has to match, like in the same spot. Just, I don't know, when I figure out my closure, then everything else I should be able to know how I'm going to do it. Anyway, so that's it for now, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.